I think she's through. Okay. Please rise as you're willing and able for our hymn number 159, This Is My Song, and it's in the gray hymnal. We bid you welcome. In this community of radical inclusions, we make space for what you believe and what you love. Your whole self is welcome here. In this community of open-hearted inclusion for all people, we do not expect you to think a certain way or restrict yourself to one set of beliefs. We only ask that you try to live a kindly, helpful life with the dignity proper to be a human being. Welcome all who believe that religion is wider than any sect and deeper than any set of opinions. Welcome all who might find in our friendship strength and encouragement for daily living. We are so grateful that you are here. Today's service is being offered by the Daytimers, a group over 50 that meets monthly. They let me in early. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning with us, enjoying the service in person and watching online. I'd like to extend a special welcome to any visitors today, and if you're comfortable, just raise your hand so we know who you are and where you are. After the service, we invite you to stay for coffee and conversation downstairs in our reception hall. I have some announcements. The UUCF annual picnic is on Sunday, September 8th, after church. Drinks, hot dogs, and corn will be provided along with your potluck dishes. The picnic will be held in a new location this year at Rotary Park in Novi, and it is a nice get-together, and the food is good, too. Save the date for the annual service auction on Saturday, November 16th. Begin thinking about what you would like to donate or offer as a service to the UUCF community. For example, the hymn today was donated by Susan Leitner, another daytimer, and it'll be a gift that she has given to the auction. And here's a quick preview of next week's service. And she'll be coming up.
On September 1st, we're doing a service about what it feels like to be invited. So two of our members are going to talk about being hosts and being guests and what they learned from those experiences. You are welcome. You are invited to attend.
No surprise endings for me today. Please take a moment now to silence your phones, but you are encouraged to share on social media that you are attending today's service. And today's service is brought to you by the Daytimers, and another Daytimers, Mike DeMott, is going to come up next.
Our chalice lighting words today come from Katie Silvani Gelfand. We call forth the life of our faith by igniting our chalice. This spark of new beginnings invites us into a sacred space to reflect where we have been and where we are going. Even knowing that this particular flame will intentionally end with our ritual extinguishing, we fear not its end, for we know with brave hearts that for every ending of our lives, we send forth to make a new beginning. And we do our, please join me in speaking our words of affirmation. It is printed in your order of service. We seek answers everywhere, include everyone, live with compassion. Let's welcome our religious education coordinator, Corey Cortez, to lead us in our message for all ages, after which we will sing the kids to their classrooms through the Rainbow Arch. The children's recessional today is in the gray hymnal, number 414, as we leave this friendly place.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Corey Cortez, the Religious Education Coordinator here, and my pronouns are she and her. Today we have a very special message for all ages, it is that time of year again where we are headed back to school. So I'm going to ask all my youth and students of all ages to come up here. If you have a backpack, bring your backpack. If you don't have a backpack, still come on up. I have extra backpacks here if you forgot your backpack. That's fine. Anything, yep. I have extra backpacks. You can even just catch blessings in your hands. All right. Yep, that's fine. You can put it there. Here, I can move this. There you go. You can sit right there. All right. So we have, come on, Nasia, find a place. Scoot in. Look at all these wonderful, beautiful faces. I love it. We have, it's that time of year again, like I said, that we are headed back to school, whether you are homeschooled or you attend school in person or online. There's a lot of excitement and maybe some nerves you're carrying with you too. So we want to make sure that you know that everyone here at UUCF, that we are always with you, and that even when you are away from UUCF, you carry the heart of Unitarian Universalism with you wherever you go. And today we're going to bless these backpacks, these bags that go with us on the journey. So I need everybody's help out here. We are going to gather up blessings. I need everyone here to reach in your pockets or in your heart or wherever you store your blessings. And we are going to grab some interdependence. Can you find some interdependence you got?
Yep, kids can do this for you.
Yep, you guys do it too, because you can give each other blessings. So go ahead, grab some interdependence and sprinkle it in your hand. Sprinkle it in your hand. There you go. May we always feel connected to our church community, feel connected to the UU faith, and connected to our grand universe. All right, now we need to find some pluralism. Can you find some pluralism? I think I got some here in my pocket. How about you? You got some? All right. Sprinkle it in there. May we always remember to honor and respect people for who they are, even if they are different, even if they are different from us, and may we keep our minds open to new ideas. How about justice? I know UUU's got some justice. We got plenty of that. So I'm going to find some. Oh, yep, here I go. Okay. Sprinkle it in there, sprinkle it in your hand. May we always remember to act based on our values, to look out for others, and to include all voices in decision making. Now some transformation. This is really important for us this year going into school. May we grow and transform throughout the year, becoming more ourselves every day, and may we embrace new ideas and learning. Generosity. I know you got some generosity out there. Find some generosity, sprinkle it in. May we all experience the generosity of our community and remember to be generous to others. Let's sprinkle some equity. How about some equity? I got some. Oh, did you find some? I got some. May we remember that we are all inherently worthy, and each of us, including ourselves, has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. And finally, love. I got some. I got lots. I got lots of love for you all. You got some love? You got some love in your heart? I know you do. I know you do. All right, ready? Let's sprinkle that love in there. May you always remember that you are loved here at UUCF. May you remember to love yourself and to love each other. May you keep love at the center of all you do. Now, everybody open your bags. Open your bags. I'm going to come down here because I've got a handful of blessings. How about you? Do you all have a handful of blessings? All right. We're going to throw in those blessings. You got to open the bags and get ready to catch. And if you don't have bags, get your hands ready. All right? All right. First, I see some of you have blessings already. Do you want to toss them in each other's bags? Yeah. All right. First, we're going to have you guys toss blessings in each other's bags. Go ahead. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, now you ready for the big blessings? You ready for the big blessings over here? We got a lot. We got a lot coming, so get ready to catch. You all ready? All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! That was a lot. Woo! That was a lot of blessings. Oh my goodness. So I have something very special for you all. These tags are to remind you that your church community has your back this year and every year. We bless you with wonder, curiosity, safety, and of course, lots of fun. I hope the next time you use your bag that you will remember, here you go, Henry, that's for you. No, okay. That you will remember that we have added our blessings. And we will be headed, what?
I'm going to my Granny's house today to see all my cousins.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I'm going to
We-
my grandpa's house.
Oh my goodness.
14th of September.
We will be going through our rainbow arch here to our class, RE classes. There you go. As we sing our hymn.
After that joyous interlude with the kids, who are wonderful, there is something to think about. There is rarely enough silence in our services. Perhaps we are too busy for silence. Perhaps we are afraid of what we might discover if we're silent. Today we'll give silence a place in our meditation. We'll include several minutes of silence, a luxury in this far from silent world. Let us pause to listen to the unheard world. Relax in a comfortable position. Put both feet flat on the floor. Breathe in and out very slowly. Be conscious of your breathing. Quiet yourself and listen to the rhythm of your breath, your heart. Listen to the silence. Now, you may get interrupted with your silence, and you will think of something. Let it pass into and through. You are feeling something. Let it pass into you and through you. Spend some time in the unheard world. Take a couple of minutes to just sit in silence. It helps to close your eyes, too. As we begin to return now to the world we usually hear, as you do, try to bring something of that unheard world with you. And remember to give yourself permission to return to the unheard world. Amen. Please remain seated for our meditation song from the gray hymnal, The Spirit of Life, number 123.
Spirit of life,
Okay, now we're going to have a reading by Susan Leitner.
Our responsive reading today is found in the back of your gray hymnal, number 661. I will read the standard type, and if you would please respond reading the portion in italics. We have a great deal more kindness than is ever spoken. How many persons we meet in houses whom we scarcely speak to, yet whom we honor and who honor us. How many we see in the street or sit with in church, whom though silently we warmly rejoice to be with. Read the language of these wandering eye-beams. We have come to the portion in our service, which is a celebration of joys and a sharing.
They're going to come straight to their reflections.
Oh, okay.
Morning again. Joan and Rose and I are going to share some of the new beginnings that we've had. And so a big new beginning for me was about 4 years ago. I retired, and I was very happy about this. I was looking forward to it. And so COVID was just kind of still going on, so it slowed things down a little bit. But one of the things, and my wife also retired a little bit before me, so we were both looking forward to this. And so we were looking to have more social activities, some new experiences, and taking some small risks, and being open to new possibilities, you know. So, and then, so one of the things that I got into was pickleball. And you probably have all heard about pickleball, and that's where you take a racket and you hit the ball over a net. And so it's very popular. And so when I started with pickleball, I was kind of nervous about it. I've had a shoulder injury, so I wasn't sure how well I could do. And, there's a lot of people there. I didn't know the people and all that. So, I was giving it a try. And sometimes I even felt like, well, maybe this won't work out. But I kind of hung in there and gave it a little more of a try. And I kind of started learning about kind of almost like it was a personal growth thing, kind of like a spiritual practice. Because, it kind of turned into more of, rather than caring if I played well, which is nice, or especially winning is not, important, but finding out making friends is the most important thing. And when you're playing so, everybody has a good time. And everybody can have, kind of exciting, where you're hitting it back and forth, and it's fun, and you're kind of, having a good time. So, and I think I remember Reverend Karen saying one time about being silly. I think there was something about that. And being silly while you're playing pickleball. That's a great thing. So anyway, I was involved with that. And it's gotten better and better, making more and more friends, doing different activities like a bicycle club, putt-putt golf. Just, it's been a really good experience. Another thing that we tried, which my wife wanted to do, was learning how to play bridge. Well, to me, this was like, oh my gosh, how are we ever gonna, this is like too much. But, so we gradually, as a new beginning, we kind of tried to find our way. We were kind of looking for people who could help us, and Tom here at the church, he helped us some, and, searching around. And in all this process, to me, it seems like, you get into situations that where maybe you don't fit so well. Maybe they're good players. They don't want someone who's just learning. That's fine. They enjoy that. So, you kind of feel your way. And so it's gone better and better. We're still trying to learn, but, and we're making friends. And that's a great thing. And the thing that's retiring has kind of reminded me of when I first started to go to college. Because, I moved up, lived on campus, and I was looking to socialize and date and new experiences and taking small risks and even doing a little schoolwork. But it was, that was a great experience too, really. And then another quick, when I was in high school, I played sports, and then sports prematurely kind of came to an end. So that wasn't something I wanted. It wasn't I wasn't ready for that. So if I had looked at it as there's new beginnings, there's new possibilities, look for those, that it would have been an easier transition for me. So, and the last thing, my wife and I, like I say, we've been doing activities, and so recently we had a day where we were going to go play golf. Well, it was raining. Okay, so we said, well, instead of going home, let's go to this restaurant. It's called the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe, and see what it's like, see if we want to go there to hear jazz and that type of thing. So we go over there, and on our way over, Sue says, hey, there's this donut shop in Detroit. Some women that I used to work with would go there, and they liked it, so let's go there. So we went there. We didn't love the donuts, but it was still a nice atmosphere. It was still interesting. So then we continued on our way. We go to the Dirty Dog Cafe, and we're talking with the waitress. We have a little food, and she says, well, we have a sister business just a few doors down. So we go down there, and it's like a coffee shop, and it's a bakery, so that was fun. Well, then it starts raining, and we're hurrying to the car, and we're going to go to a concert that night. And we get in the car, and Sue says, this reminds me of a scene from the movie, Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I don't know if that's an old classic movie. And she says that Audrey Hepburn and George Peppard are talking about how they're gonna spend the day. They're in New York City, they're still new to each other. And Audrey Hepburn says, well, let's spend the day doing things that neither one of us has ever done before. And so I thought that's kind of a very cool attitude to take towards things. So anyway, thank you.
Well, Mike covered some of the things that I'm going to cover, but I'll do it briefly. The final stage of life is a series of changes and new beginnings. Some are major, like retirements, as he mentioned, receiving Social Security benefits, losses of friends and loved ones, diminished mobility and loss of hearing and vision acuity. Other changes are small, but reminders of the passing years. For instance, being called ma'am by younger adults. Your medical staff and public service appearing to be teenagers. My internist saying, you're doing pretty well for your age. Getting the senior discount automatically. Being addressed as young lady, which is demeaning and not okay. And listening and watching the negative references and portrayals of older women. Becoming one word, old woman. But I found some ways that helped me cope and handle these things. I'm still working on not sweating the small stuff, as I did last night, thinking about doing this, and trying to control things over which I have no power to control. Finding ways to contribute to others is enriching. Putting limits on saying yes to the needs and demands for help and participation is more needed as I age. I find it positive to follow the reputable guidelines to protect my physical, social, and brain health. I don't know how much that's working, but I'm trying. I follow as much as possible a daily routine because it makes me feel in control when I'm not. Important for me is living with humor, and Mike mentioned being silly. So laughter and sometimes just being downright silly is good for what ails me. I also find that if I act optimistic and put on a happy face when I'm not feeling it, eventually I catch up myself. So there have been lots of changes and new beginnings, but at 86, my life is good, and it can be for all of you as you move through the aging process. So thank you. Rose, I think, is next.
This is just a short words of wisdom saying that I found comforting. I'm a recent widow, so I am beginning a new life also. It doesn't matter if your glass is half empty or half full, as long as it's refillable.
It is the time in our service for the celebration of joys and the sharing of sorrows. We hold hope close by Julian Jamaica Soto. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what comes next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that does not mean that we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath, the foundation of our values and ethics. We are the people who return to love like the North Star and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know the way to the world of which we dream, and by covenant and the movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive at home. You are welcome to come up, pick up a stone or stones from the table, infuse them with your joy or sorrow, and place them in the singing bowl, where the energy will ripple out to be held by all of us. Here. If you would like to share something important in your heart, please come up and speak directly into the microphone. All are welcome to participate in any of these ways.
Excuse me. Mark Petrie here. Wanted to
intentions that rest in the silent sanctuaries of our hearts, one for the joys, one for the sorrows, and one for the strength of the gathered community that can support you and bring you peace. Our words today for the offering, for the gifts which we have received, and the gifts which we ourselves are. May we be truly grateful. May we be committed to using these gifts to make a difference in the world, to increase love and justice, to decrease hatred and oppression, to expand beloved community, to share, and to keep sharing as long as we can. You are now invited to participate in the blessing of giving as the ushers come among you to accept the gifts of the congregation. You may also give online via the QR code on the back of the order of service. Thank you.
Please rise as you are willing and able to sing hymn number 311, Let It Be a Dance, from the gray hymnal. So rise if you're willing and able.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let it be a song we heard. Play the music, say the words, and fill the sky with sailing birds. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To reap the harvest, plant the seed. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Everybody turn and swim. Let your body learn to bend. And like a willow with the wind, let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. A child is born, the old must die. A time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Morning star comes out at night. Without the darkness, there's no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, hear the pain. And round we go again. Let it be a dance.
Mindful of our highest aspirations, bound by common faith and purpose, and yet beginning with ourselves as we are, let us take one more step together in our unending quest for dignity, justice, and love. Amen. And before Rose, you put out the flame, could I just ask the members of the daytimers that are here to raise your hands? Great. On behalf of the daytimers, we'd like to thank Reverend Karen, who put a lot of effort in getting us old duffers up here to do this. So thank you.